for listening to my podcast. Then I'm going to be supporting the black-owned business and supplying you, the listener, incentive to keep listening. And, it's like a 360 circle. Everybody's getting something. So I'm getting your participation. You're getting a snack. The black-owned business is getting patronage. They're getting a customer. I don't know why I kept on messing that up, but yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. They're getting their business patronized. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Alrighty then. So now that I got those little bits of business out the way, on to the format. We're going to start off with the Black History Fact. Today's Black History Fact is a little background about the man historically known as the father of ice cream, and that would be Mr. Augustus Jackson. Now, although he didn't invent ice cream, he did like a lot of us do. He might not have invented the product per se, but we definitely revolutionized it, made it better, made it more efficient. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of background on Mr. Jackson. First of all, he started working in the White House when he was 9 years old. He became a top chef. He cooked there from like 1817 to 1837. He cooked for 3 United States presidents. He cooked for President James Monroe, President John Quincy Adams, and President Andrew Jackson. August was an excellent chef. Sometimes in 1830s, Augustus, I don't know why I just keep on calling him August. I got a real bad habit of butchering people's names. I don't know, I'll be reading it, I'll just be looking at it and just like, I see it on paper, but it just comes out wrong. But anyway, I'm working on it. But what I don't do is just like put words in that don't, extra letters in words that don't belong there like a lot of us black people do. Like I won't say scraped when the word is straight. I don't say aura. But anyway, Augustus stopped working as a chef. He left Washington, D.C. and moved back to his hometown in Philadelphia. He was a candy confectioner, aka a candy maker. Later on, he just stumbled into a new way of making ice cream. His recipe was eggless and he used a lot of salt. And he packaged his product using tin quarts, keeping the product cold and giving it that soft serve cream. It's like semi hard, like just like I guess his product was the precursor to hard pack. It wasn't quite soft serve, but then it's somewhere in between. It wasn't quite hard pack and not quite soft serve either. So it was somewhere in between. If you're a Philly native, this brand is called Philly Style. So he originated and perfected that. He was selling them for $1 a quart. He retired a very wealthy man. And he didn't really patent any of his recipes. So of course they got stolen, and that's probably why they don't just say he full on invented ice cream, because there was no patent. And if you know about your history, like most of the inventions in America was originally, invented by slaves, but the credit went to like the people that owned the slaves. But I digress. Thank you, Mr. Jackson. We now have cold, tasty, delicious treats because of your struggles. Give it up for Augustus Jackson. All right, and that was the perfect segue for my black-owned businesses. The black-owned businesses I usually promote all have a theme, and this month's theme is spring. Now, for my insomniacs, my super woke people, you don't have to tell me about the original calendar and solar and all that. I already know all that, bro. I already know all that. I know it. I already know. So just please don't even think you're telling me something new if you're trying to correct me. Not that I don't take correction, but don't just tell me something I already know. But anyway, all my themes this month is going to have a spring theme to them. Now, yeah, we eat ice cream in the summer too, but generally, like, sales go up in springtime because the weather is getting nicer, and ice cream. People eat ice cream in the wintertime, but I think it's a good ice cream time in the springtime. Now, ice cream month is in July, but it's safe to say people consume a lot of ice cream in the spring. So my next couple of businesses I will be promoting are ice creams, creameries, and without no further ado, here we go. My first black-owned business I will be promoting is Wick Urban Dessert Lab, and that you can go to urbandessertlabs.com. And creator and co-creator are sisters, Zan BR. The article is never said what the B and the R stand for, and Courtney Blackgrove. And they've invented the world's first soft-serve ice cream, vegan soft-serve ice cream that uses an oat milk base. They're located on the Lower East Side of New York, their physical location, and give you a little background about the creators. Courtney has a PhD in metabolism and nutrition. Her sister, San, has a legal background. She's a lawyer. So paired together, she's basically like the analytical side of it, handles the business and the PR and all that, while Courtney uses her background for, of course, the chemistry aspect of it, mixing the flavors, mixing the ingredients. I selected them because of their mission statement. So their mission statement is to dismantle and destroy social structure that challenges the progression of BIPOC women in their field. Now, BIPOC is Black, Indigenous, People of Color, if you wasn't up on that. And yeah, I did have to Google it because I can't say I've ever heard that term, We done went from Negro to African American to, original indigenous. You know, I think we're going to change up until we find one that suits us. BIPOC. That's a new one. I prefer foundational American. Some people would prefer, original indigenous, because we are the original indigenous man and woman. There's not too many corners of the globe that we didn't already inhabit, including the Americas. But anyway, so they got a special skill set. They were originally located in Florida, educated in Florida, and they moved out to New York. What set them on the path to want to revolutionize that industry was basically, foodborne allergens, specifically, lactose intolerance, and about 80% of Black people are lactose intolerant. But it's more to the point. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna do a spoiler alert, because the next people I'll be promoting, they also found their product based on lactose intolerance. So I'll say it again, but I'm gonna just dispel this right quick. There's no such thing as lactose intolerance. It's lactose was not meant to be consumed by human beings. Essentially, milk is just pus. Like, dairy has never killed anybody, but it definitely can be linked to a whole lot of diseases. Dairy definitely causes mucus. Mucus causes inflammation. Inflammation causes disease. Hello, somebody. So, that's good to replace that with plants. Plants aren't too much better. A lot of processed vegan foods are just as harmful to you as a meat product, but it's good that they're giving somebody a choice, because that, it's not meant for, it's just like, it affects everybody. It's just some people have a higher threshold for it. While some people's systems are more the people that get the bubble guts and all that. Is just really that is just their system, their internal systems are more pure. So like they take better care of themselves. So it ain't like, that's why their body rejects it like that. But, not to sound like I know everything, because I only been like meat free for like about 4 or 5 years, so I'm still learning a lot. I'm trying to wean myself off of processed foods as well. I got a long way to go, but my ultimate goal is to be, raw vegan. I'm definitely trying to grow my own food, because we cannot rely on the grocery stores to sustain us. So, but anyway, back to them. They both use their skill sets to maneuver in that field, being sisters. Surprisingly, I looked their story up, a few interviews online. Courtney appears to be the spokesperson of the brand, because there's nothing from her sister Zan anywhere on the net or the tube. So basically, according to her, the vegan market is becoming dominated by women, and that's definitely a plus. So they also have, when you go to their website, they also have a merch line. So